So I'm gonna try this. What I did is I inlaid a piece of walnut in this piece of Baltic birch plywood. This is gonna be the hole for a cornhole game. I gotta cut a 6-inch hole out here. I did leave a 3/8 border around this, and I'm gonna round that over. So what I've done is I took a piece of the outcut of the circle, and I recessed it down 1/4 inch deep. This thing's 5/16 thick. So what I'm gonna do is I took the outset of the circle. I'm going to take a flush trim bit and use these as shoes to ride even with the plywood. And I'm gonna set this on here and go around and see if I can flush this out. So hopefully I don't screw this up. All right, so what would I do different? I need to have more travel room between this so that I can go back and forth a little bit. It'd be nice if I could start the router not on the wood. And obviously I need to go deeper. I want to do a shallow cut, just make sure it's gonna work. My goal is to leave this maybe a 30-second proud, and then I'll get a cabinet scraper or sandpaper and sand that flush. But the overall idea of it works. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna put some more tape down because I don't want that moving. And obviously the bit's gotta go here deeper. I am using the double-sided tape I purchased on Amazon. It's called X Fasten. So let me just push that a little bit further out to give me a little bit more travel back and forth room. The idea, the concept of it is working. But I need a little bit more travel room. So let's put that on there and let's try again. And now I can turn the router on away from the material. I can lower the router bit a little bit. I wanted to put like a filler gauge in there. So hopefully I'm not cutting it there. So probably should get rid of some of this dust first. Give me a smooth transition around there. So here we go. Okay, so right there I am a good 30-second above the wood. So the walnut is proud of the plywood, which I didn't want to cut into it. So I got lucky there. Here we go. very close. Just slightly proud. So I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna go around here and do all that. I'll probably speed this up, but make it proud. Go back and cut it like this. It's better than trying to sand this down and have dips and waves in there and sanding through the plywood. So I'm happy with this. It only has one way it can go on there. Here we go. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Kind of went up that blind because you can only see through the window there. So something simple, the offcut of that. And then I'm going to take a sander, a cabinet scraper, and just scrape that flush. Take the bulk of it off. This is taking thin shavings off rather than fine sawdust and sanding dust. I'm gonna do that with the grain. Yeah, can't beat that. So now what I got to do is go back and plunge a 6-inch hole in the center of that, and that'll be the hole for the cornhole. Most of the ones I've seen online, they're putting a target around it, so I thought that'd be cool. That's so darn close. So strong up here. I'm gonna try to get this flush because I'm gonna use the shaper handheld CNC to cut that out. So I want to flush before I do that so that the router's not rocking back and forth. So I'm happy with that. Gotta be careful because this veneer just did not go through that. So